Alright, I'm starting a little Rekt overview series, mainly focusing on mapping. First a little rundown of the weapons. So we have a melee subject to change, we have a nano chain, which is a chain, and we have a shotgun, which is actually a flat cannon but longer range. We have the Realm Smasher, nothing to do with rockets because it has 2 little green dots and also deal damage. And we have a mortar. Then we have our favorite, which is of course a railgun that bounces off the walls. Lots of bouncing. That's the weapons done. On to the powers. First we have the slow power, which slows things, mostly projectiles, also slows players, but not quite as much. And also fun for the whole family, seeing it all do that with the little shotgun here. Isn't that fun? Yes, it is! The wall power, our most ambiguous power, which is a wall in every sense of the word, even usable with the game physics and movement. In every way, even can be used as a platform of sorts. There you are. And then finally, we have Blink, a short distance teleport, even teleports you through small gaps for all the mobile lovers out there. There we are. So these are the abilities, all of them using energy, which I will deal with shortly. And all of them sort of aren't, well, they're not offensive in any way. Politically correct in every sense of the word, and they also complement each other or counter each other quite well. There we are. Our movement system has math identical to what is in the Quake engine, so circle jumping, strafe jumping and everything like that will be possible to gain speed. On top of that, our main focus is the wall running, which depends on your speed. So off of the circle jump you can pretty much start going anyway. You stick automatically, and then in tandem with the anti-gravity belt, which I will talk about a little later, we have a pretty solid movement system, which is the basis of this game. The gravity belt removes all gravity influence from the player. So when I'm standing still and activating it, as you see in the lower right, nothing is happening. If I do a simple jump while it's activated, I will go up slightly because the momentum of the jump carries me forward. In conjunction with a wall, you get some interesting results. So I jump, wall run, and then activate it. I'm suddenly going quite high because of the loss of gravity influence. So I can just go to the second level here and then wait for the recharge, and perhaps, and there we go, grab that and be on my way. So it is mostly a tool to maintain your momentum when you're wall running, so you don't drop off of from a lack of speed, and yeah, as a general tool to maintain flow on the map. You will see also after using it that the energy regen stops slightly and then recharges again. To make the decision of energy conservation actually quite an important thing. Apart from ammo, energy is the only resource in the game. It powers all the abilities, like Blink for instance. In the lower right you'll see it going down when I'm using it, also with the anti-gravity belt, and then with the shield, which I'll talk about later. Pickups are similar like in Quake. We have pickups, basically the energy pickups replace armor, and we have the regular health pickups in the normal sizes as well. The megas, the mediums, everything is the same. So there we go. Let's see what happens when I pick up one of these, and of course I miss, but that's okay with the anti-gravity belt. So we have a reserve of 250 if it starts ticking down now. So I use energy, it goes back to the maximum I have, the maximum being the blue line. The maximum takes down while my current reserve doesn't. So it is possible to have more energy than your reserve allows, so you have a bit of an overcharge. If I take damage, my reserve will also go down back to 200 to what the default is, but I still have 245 to use. So it's a little bit of reserve to help out energy management during fights, but also allowing the armor, quotation marks, to be taken down on the run. because, and that's what we'll get to now, the energy shield. The energy shield is a very simple concept. You turn it on, shield is now active, and all damage I take is, well, reduced to about 75, I believe, subject to change again. So there we go, until either I'm dead or I have no energy remaining, and then it recharges again. While the shield is active and I use the anti-gravity belt, you will see no regen is happening. So it's a bit of a choice. You can have, in the spot when your shield is active, you can use the anti-gravity belt, but it's not going to last as long as it should. So there we go. The same thing with the abilities. Guarantee shield active, I can still use the ability, but of course there won't be any regen. In this version there is no delay when switching on the shield to when the regen starts again, depending on, well, there we go, if we don't use an ability, because the cooldown was used from the ability. I switch it off. Right now it's instant, but that's also subject to change. So there you go. That was a quick and dry run of all the concepts and things in Rekt right now, and the next videos will be about going more in depth in the map design and see what we're doing there. So onward to the next part then. See you then. Bye bye.